Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Okay, so happy Sunday to you all. Yeah, so today I have a special person on the show. So if you are currently watching me, do well to invite all your friends and family, especially if you're a teacher and you would like to go to the US to do a teaching job. Okay, if you are willing and you want to apply for a job, a teaching job in the US, this is a very good opportunity for you. And so you need to start sharing this video. So I have MrO.com here. I believe most of you may have chance on his page on YouTube and on Facebook. So I'm going to let him join us right away, and then we can begin this. Um, Hi, Mr. O.
Hello, Gina.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How are you also?
I'm good. I'm good. Just that it's so cold, which is why I am in this.
I mean, today we have the sunshine a little bit, so it's better here.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
good for you. It snowed here on Thursday, and until now it is still very cold. The
Uh,
whole of yesterday I had to wear my socks. I was in socks all day.
wow.
And yeah, because of that, like I feel so lazy to even step out. So I am home today. And yeah, the only thing is I'm cold, but any other thing is fine.
It's
Okay,
under-
so thanks for joining me today, and thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
guys, I reached out to Mr. O and I'm like, oh, Mr. O, we need to connect. He says, yeah, sure, Gina.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's decide on what time, what date to meet, and finally, we are here. So yeah, I am here with Almighty Mr. O.com. If you haven't seen his page, guys, please go and check out his page.
Hmm.
He is Mr. O.com, exactly how it is spelled there. He's on Facebook. So he's a teacher. I'm not going to talk for him too much. I'm going to leave everything to him. He's going to tell us how he's a teacher in the US. So he's gonna tell us just a little about himself. Okay. So Mr. O, again, welcome.
Thank you.
Um, could you please tell us a little about you, where you're from, a little about your background, anything you're comfortable sharing?
All right. Thank you, Gina, for having me this afternoon. And thank you for all the viewers for interacting and engaging with us. It's a privilege to be here. I know I don't have the right to be here, but it's a privilege you've given me.
Oh
And
no.
I'm glad to interact with your viewers as well, and so that we can learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, I go by the Facebook name MrO.com.
Yeah.
And I'm originally from Ghana,
Okay.
and I am a mathematics teacher by profession. And I've been teaching for the past since 2009. Let's say
Okay.
2010, because the 2009 teaching I did was basically for student teaching, but that was a full year teaching, so I consider it as part of my experience years. And
Okay.
I taught in Ghana at the senior high school level. And in 2019, I moved to the United States on
Hmm.
a teaching program, and I've been here since. Yes,
Oh,
brief
interesting.
about me.
Wow, interesting. I'm really excited about that. So you moved to the United States on a certain program.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
so what
mhm.
what's the name of that program?
Yes, so there are so many agencies that have been sanctioned by the United States government
Okay.
to fill in the gap, to help fill in the gap for teacher attrition. Like there's so many districts that are in need of teachers. So in order to augment that, they have been sanctioned by the Home Office to bring in teachers from all over the world.
Oh,
So I happen to be on one of those programs with one of the agencies, because there are thousands of agencies, and I came with the agency that we normally call the EPI, Educational Partners Incorporated. Yes, that's what I came with.
and what are some of the other agencies?
Oh, we have Faces, we have TPG, we have Spirit, we have just Jobs Connect USA.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of them. A lot of them. They have
Okay.
ITES. IER, a lot of them.
Okay. So with the agent, is it that the agencies come looking for teachers, or you have to find them and email them and start your process with them? How does it start? How did you even get to hear about it?
All right, thank you. So the first thing is I got some friends from school back
Hmm.
in. I attended University of Education, by the way.
Okay.
And well, whilst I was there, we made a lot of friends. So
Mm-hmm.
some of them had already been on the program. In fact, they came in previous years
Okay.
for me.
Hmm.
So they actually connected us, they linked us, and they was like, okay, these are the links, these are some of the agencies. Then I went further to look for more
Hmm.
and applied. And one of them, so you have to get to their websites and
Hmm.
put in your application that you are interested
Okay.
in teaching in the United States.
Hmm.
Then from there, they will start with you. You put in
Okay.
documents, they assess it. Then when you qualify, they give you an interview. And if all is well, you will be here in no time.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned that you went on their website and then you applied by yourself. What
Yeah.
are some of what is the websites that people can go and look at?
Yes. So for me, for the agency that brought me, for,
Hmm.
that I came with, is called Educational Partners or EPI. So if you go to Google and you just
Google.
start either EPI or you are looking for uh, Teach with EPI, Teach with EPI
Okay. Mm-hmm.
in .com. I mean, once you Google it, it will come. Or if you just put in Google,
Hmm.
um, teaching agencies,
Okay.
I mean, it will pop up a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go onto their websites and take your time and read. Each of them have a criteria of things they require from you, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all laid bare on their website, so it tells you exactly the documents they want, how they want things done, and how their processes are. Whether they charge a fee or not, they will tell you all those ones. Yes.
Okay. So I am not a teacher. I have never been a teacher.
Mhm.
If I go on Google and I type teaching agencies in the US,
Yeah.
how would I know if this agency is legitimate or not?
All right. So one of the ways that you can easily tell is by going to the U.S. Department of State website.
Okay, guys, please, I hope you have your book and your pen and you're jotting down things because please, I don't know anything about this, so make your own notes. Don't come back to me and say, Gina, what did he say? I will refer you back to the video. So please pay attention, okay? Yeah. Please
Yeah.
go.
So one of the easiest way to get a lot of the agencies is to go to the state of the department website in the U.S. So if you go to State Department, and you see there are ways that you can search for things on the internet, and it will bring you quick results.
Right.
What I do sometimes, if I hear somebody talking about such a program, I'll
Mm.
go to Google and I just put in teaching jobs in the US, or how do I get to teach in the US on a particular visa. So for instance, I came with the J1 visa,
Okay.
because all the teachers coming, you are either coming with a J1 or an H1B visa. So I can just put in teaching the US on J1 visa. It will pop up the State Department website, and it will
Mm-hmm.
also pop up other agencies' website for you, depending
Okay.
on how and each of them is trying to like make their presence felt on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So once you do that, it gives you a varied number of them, a lot of them,
Yeah.
different ones that you can apply to.
Hmm.
There are common ones. There are very common ones that you can easily that are known nowadays. But there are ones that are not also known. They are also doing their work in the background. Some
Okay.
of them are focused on certain regions in the world. For instance, some of them that were created by the Filipinos, they are focused on the Filipino teachers. Some of them by Jamaican teachers, they are focused on their side. So everyone but there are some that cut across, like the EPI, FACES, TPG. They cut across all the regions. They bring Asia, Africa, I mean, the Southern American countries, North America, all of them. They do all of them. So from there, you just go to their website and take your time and read. So for instance, maybe if you want, I don't know if you want to do it, or I can just do it, maybe teaching agencies, J1 visa, a good.
Okay. I am also, I have my laptop here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Teaching agencies.
Yes.
J1 visa.
Good.
Mhm.
It pops up a very first website, Bridge USA. I don't know if that is what popped for you.
Um, hold on. Okay, so I have, teaching program, Bridge USA
Good.
department. Yeah, I have that.
That is
So I click on that.
that is a
Oh
hub.
yeah, so I see their website with
Mhm.
Bridge USA and
Good.
somebody there's a black guy
Good.
and okay, I see that.
So that is where, and if you go on top of that page, you see programs
Right.
for
Programs, yeah. Program sponsors.
good. Good.
Good, yeah. Okay.
And from there, you can see apply to a sponsor.
Apply to a sponsor. Okay, I'm gonna click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just did. So
If
it
you click,
says become a sponsor.
no, you
And
are not. Yeah.
yeah. So how to apply, common questions for interested as sponsors, current sponsors, how to, all that information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the current sponsors, if you go there, you should see a whole list, depending on how yours is displaying for you. You
Mm.
a whole list of program sponsors that
Yeah,
are
I see RO, R, yeah, ROARO, virtual training, SEVIS, regulations and compliance administration, and da da da. They are all listed there.
yeah. So I think you see, I always tell people that I can take you to the riverside, but I cannot drink the water for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have, we have shown them the way. They should go and take their time and research.
And research.
This is there. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's hiding it. It's there.
Mm.
And if you want the processes that you can use to apply, you can, I mean, watch some videos we've done already, or you can
Yeah.
just go to that website and read.
And
But
read.
people are not ready to read, so they want that.
Mm.
I think I've let them also do the rest, Gina.
Mr. Oh, this is enough. Like, this is so enough. So, guys, please, if you would like to know more about this, Mr. O, obviously, he has lots of videos. Okay, so much videos. Go to his Facebook page, his YouTube page, and watch them. Watch them to understand how this whole thing works. Okay, so let's just continue with ours.
Good.
All right. So now, after you have visited the website to see what you need to do, you do the application, obviously, or
Yeah.
you reach out to an agent. So, what
Yeah.
do you have to do first? What do you have to do
Yeah.
first?
So first of all, once you go to the agency's website,
Yeah.
most of them will list the exact things they need from you, the exact
Okay.
information
The-
from you, how. And first of all, I believe most of them, their website will start with you creating an account on their website.
right.
Once you create their account on their website, you can begin doing the other processes,
Okay.
whatever they will need and whatever documents you need to upload. And to add the documentation, as is one of the videos I did, one of my first videos when I started my page, cut across. Almost all the agencies demand the same documentation.
Oh, okay.
The difference is just, I mean, minute. It's very little between the agencies, but I mean, 99% of the time, they all demand for the same documentation. So,
Okay.
same document, you can apply to multiple agencies to increase your chance. As
Okay.
long as it fits in your subject area and
Mm.
it says they can accept you, you can go ahead and apply to that. Yes.
Okay, so would you want to tell us some of the common documents they may require?
Good. One of the first, I mean, the most common one will be your certificate.
Yeah.
Your certificate.
Mhm.
They'll demand for your transcript.
Yeah.
They will demand for transcript evaluation.
Mm.
They will demand for your teaching license. In fact, before they were not demanding for it. Now they are demanding for teaching license.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And if you are married, maybe your marriage certificate. If
Mm.
you have kids, their birth certs. Because some of the agencies also will either place you or not place you based on the age of your kids.
Okay.
Yes. So they will demand for that. And these are it. That's it, basically. And they will demand for your passport. I mean, that is, I mean, the
Yeah,
travel.
the basic, yeah.
So the proof of it that you have a passport. And some of the agencies will also demand driving license. In
Okay.
fact, for phases, if you want to even apply to them, the first question they'll ask you is whether you have a driving license or not.
Oh no, okay.
Once you answer no,
Yeah.
the it doesn't even continue
Okay.
because it's a requirement. You are supposed to
Mm.
drive. Nobody's going to drive you to school.
Mm.
So they want that to know that you can drive and
You
you
can
have
drive.
that.
Yeah.
So
Is there a
mhm.
particular class they will require? With a class, I'm referring to, do you have to have a first class, a second class upper? Can you use a lower to apply? Can you use a third class to apply?
Yes, certainly. In
Okay.
the application program, they don't demand for your GP, your CGP. No, they don't. They don't
Okay.
pass. So long as
Mm.
you have proof that
Mm.
you have been teaching for at least 2 years,
Oh, okay.
that your degree. Mind you, if you want to teach in America, you need to have a degree. They don't care about your training college, your set A, your set B, your set whatever. They don't care about anything. All the
Oh, really?
degree. So if you say you are a math teacher, you should have a degree in math or its related fields.
Hmm.
If you say you are a science teacher, you should have a degree in science or its related field. If you cannot prove that, then I'm sorry, you cannot even continue to do the application.
Hmm.
For instance, you cannot be teaching tree, or you cannot have a degree in Ghanaian language and be teaching math, and you want to
Hmm.
use that to come in. No, you will not be accepted.
Okay.
So you have a degree, number one. Number two, you have at least 2 years teaching experience.
Experience.
At least 2 years.
Hmm.
Yes. I mean, recently one of the agents have increased it to I think 3 years. I mean, but they are just trying to, I mean, because of certain experiences they've
Hmm.
had, they just want to increase it to 2 years in order for in compliance. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so guys, my teachers, this is a good opportunity for you. Hmm. Okay, so now after the application, let's talk about yours. After the application, how long did it take for the agency to get back to you and tell you that, hey, you qualified? Or after you applied to them, how long did they get back to you? And how was the interview process like?
All right. Thank you, Madam Gina. First of all, when you do the application, when you put in the application,
Hmm.
there are series of sections that you have to upload your documentation. And if you upload, they will ask you, oh, upload this, add this.
Mm-hmm.
Once after everything is done, and let's say you have qualified, everything is set.
I am really sorry. Somebody tried
Uh,
calling in.
no, that's and everything is set.
um, give me a second. Hello,
Okay,
guys. Can you please hear me, Mr. O? I can't hear you. I just want to be sure you can hear me.
I can hear you.
People disturb me a lot.
I
You can hear me.
yes,
Okay, guys. Could you please confirm if you can hear me? If you all can hear Mr. O, we're just gonna continue because I cannot hear him. Okay, so you can hear me. What of Mr. O? Could you please confirm if you all can hear Mr. O? If not, you know what? If not, we are just gonna end this video and come back because
Let me. Hello.
I can hear both of you. Oh, they can hear both of us. How come I
Yes.
cannot hear you? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay,
I think
Mr. O, let's continue.
our sound is
Yeah,
good.
let's continue. Yeah. So
So
please go ahead with what you were saying.
yes. So after you've applied and the processes and everything, you are qualified. They deem you qualified. What they will do is that they will invite you for an interview. They will invite you for the first interview. We call it the initial interview. This interview is with the agency. Take note. This interview is with the agency, and it is just an introductory interview where you tell them mostly 15 minutes. You tell them about yourself, what you do, who are you. I mean, basic stuff. It's just a litmus test. They want to know whether you actually put in the application. So that is one thing they will check first. When you qualify for that, qualify and that one is also good, then they will book you for the second interview. And this second interview is the professional interview.
Mr. O,
Yeah.
please give me a second
Okay.
to connect my earphones to
Okay.
this phone and hear you from this phone. Okay.
All right.
Give me a second, please. Okay, guys. Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. O, now I can hear you
Good.
from the other one. Okay,
Yeah.
so please continue. Just continue.
All right. So after the first interview, you are booked for the second interview, which is the
Okay.
professional. And that professional interview normally takes about 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
30 to,
Wow.
yes. And this is where they will interview you concerning the work you are coming to do as a teacher, as a professional teacher. It's based purely on your profession. So they are going to ask you questions about classroom management, about how to, handle the pressure of the teaching processes and everything. And it borders on everything. That is where your professionalism comes to bear. This is also another stage where if you are really a teacher, it will show. You know, questions are really connected. So when they ask you one, you answer it. They may go around and ask you the same question in a different way. It's all in a bid to check and to make sure whether you are really a professional teacher. So when that is also done, let's assume you qualify. You pass that interview as well. Now the agency will move you to the final stage. Some of them will just conduct this. If they are not satisfied, some of them may conduct a second professional interview again.
Okay.
That is, if really they want you as a candidate, they may give you an opportunity to redeem yourself.
Okay.
But at that point, mind you, there are thousands of people who have applied all over the world, from Africa to Philippines to all the countries in Africa. So you want to put in your best foot.
Your best, yeah.
You must always be prepared to put in your best foot. So when that is done and you qualify, now it is left for you to interview with the school districts or the principals in the US.
Oh, that's a lot of interview.
Yes. It's not simple that you apply and you qualify and
that's it.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously want to be sure that whoever they are bringing into the US will be capable of handling these kids you'll be teaching. So yeah. Okay. Wow, that is interesting.
Processes that you go through before you come.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So finally, if let's say you have gone through all the interview stages, you have passed, you're qualified. What do they do next? Do they take charge of the visa application, or do they
Is it 100% assured that you'll be given a visa because you're coming through them, or how does it work?
Thank you. So it is almost 100% assured.
Okay.
It's almost 100% assured,
Mm.
unless you have a personal problem in the embassy already that
Um,
may affect your chances.
mm.
You know, our people have done so many things in the past, so
Yeah.
many things. So if your record is already there and is already bad, it may
Mm.
jeopardize your chances.
Your chances.
Mean you don't have any problem.
Okay.
Having applied before to the embassy does not disqualify you. That is one thing people must understand, because I know people who have applied to the US embassy maybe as a student in the past and they've been bounced or
Refused.
been
Yeah.
rejected, and they thought it will affect them. One of them got
No.
their visa last year and she is here teaching
Oh,
because
okay.
it was so scared that it
Mm.
affect the chances. No, it doesn't. After you have been interviewed with the school principal or the school district and they are satisfied with you, and they're like, okay, we want you, they will give you the offer, the job offer letter.
Mm.
That is the first thing they'll give you, and you are required to either accept it or reject it. This job offer letter will spell out your duties. It will spell out the at least the amount of money they'll be paying you every month or every
Mm-hmm.
year. It
Mm-hmm.
will spell out all everything, and you are supposed to accept it by signing on it either digitally or physically. You sign it and
Mm.
you
You
scan it to them.
can. Yeah.
Then when that is done, then the agency will work with you and send you your DS 2019. The DS
Mm.
2019 is a document that comes from the State Department after it's issued, after you've paid your service number fee. Now, this service fee, some of the agencies will pay for you, other agencies will not pay for you.
Mm. How much is that?
It is normally 220 as at the last time I checked. For
Mm.
teachers, about $220.
Okay. Okay.
For students, it's the same thing the students pay, service fee. Students pay service fee for their IL-20.
Mm.
That service fee for students is about 350. It's different from the
Okay.
teachers are less.
Mm.
Some of the agencies normally go ahead and pay for us and just send us the receipt. That is,
Mm-hmm.
the agency I came with, for instance, paid for me.
I paid for you.
But yes, but an agency like TPG, you will have to pay it yourself.
Okay.
Yes, and they have their reasons because they also want to see your commitment to the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if they are doing everything, they are paying everything, and you decide not to come, you decide to bounce them along the way,
Yeah.
it means they've lost. And
Exactly. Yeah.
these have made commitments to the school districts. They've signed contracts with them that they are going to bring you. So
Mm.
if you pull out, it's like you are giving them a bad name. So they also want you to put your one leg in the whole process. So
Mm.
that is why they ask teachers to pay upfront for their own service. When you
Wow.
pay for this, the documents are sent to you, and with the DS 2019, you have to also pay your own visa application.
Mm.
The visa application, as of the last check, was $160. I think the US Embassy, as of last year, said they are going to increase it. So I think to 180 or to 200 or something in Ghana, for instance. So you have to pay that as well. It is your
Mm.
responsibility as an applicant to pay that. And if you are coming with your family, you pay for them as well.
Oh, so you can come with your whole family. Like if you have a nuclear family, you can come with the entire family when you're coming. Oh
Yes, you can.
wow, that's good.
So some of the agencies will allow you to come first, then
Okay.
later give you the
Later
document, bring them.
to bring.
But some of them will also allow you to come with them directly as you are.
Mm. Okay.
So it's
Okay.
two ways.
Yeah.
But you are allowed to bring your family,
Okay.
your partner, your children. I mean, you are telling them these are my children. They don't know. They are not going to contact
Mm.
DNA or
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
children and your
Hmm.
partner or whoever.
Interesting. Mr. O, so did they do your visa application or they guided you or you just after getting all the document that you needed to apply for the visa, you did it yourself? How does it work?
All right. These agencies do not do the visa application for you.
Okay.
but they will tell you they have nothing to do with the US embassies in your country.
Mm.
You will have to do your own application, and they have no influence on the decision of the visa officers. So as to whether you'll be granted the visa or not, they cannot guarantee you.
Yeah.
But I am giving the 99% chance based on the experiences and the previous experiences of other teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a legal program
Yeah.
sanctioned by the US government.
Mm.
This is a program that is already in effect. So normally, you may, unless you have something personal,
Mm.
they may not reject you. They may not
Okay.
reject application. So that
Okay.
is why I said that way. But you will have to do your own application. Nobody is going to do it for you.
For you.
Agencies don't do for you. That is the same way when you are applying to them, they don't do anything for you. You have to
Anything.
load all your documents.
Okay.
You have to do your own application to them. The
Mm-hmm.
same way US embassy. Yes, nobody does it for you. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to visa application, there are people who give promises, like promises. They promise people that, oh, I can get you a visa. Listen, I'm going to tell you for a fact that nobody has control over giving you a visa
Mm-hmm.
except the visa officer. Okay.
Yeah.
Any country you're going to, I can't tell you that for this visa is 100%. The only thing you need to do, I say this all the time, you need to do your due diligence. You need to make sure that you are very confident that this application that I'm putting in, all my documents are intact. You know, I do not have any mistakes in the document that I am submitting. And so when you submit it, you'll be very sure that you can get the visa, and that is how you. So all the agencies, people who do visa applications for you, they shouldn't. You don't put your sole trust on them that by all means they will get you a visa, because they are not visa officers. I have done some visas that were rejected. I have done some visas that were refused. So nobody can assure you of that, which is why it is always very advisable that you even do it yourself to learn from it and to be able to correct yourself going forward. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. O, if you don't mind me asking, this I know you do a lot of teaching on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and YouTube. If somebody is going through this process and they have questions, can they reach out to you? Can they book an appointment with you? Are you willing to take them through the process, and even if possible, like do the applications for them, or you only want to guide them to do it by themselves?
Thank you. I'm laughing at the last part of me myself. I'm looking for people to do my application for me. So
Hey!
if someone is willing to do my application for me, I'll be happy. Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, I have done a lot of videos. I've
Hmm.
put out a lot of information out there,
Hmm.
and we are still trying our best to do it. In fact, when we were coming, we had no information. It was blank.
Yeah.
It was like few guys who came. I mean, they were also overwhelmed by the system to the extent that they didn't put any information out there. So
Oh.
unless you have a one-on-one interaction with them, you have no information. It's like you are just walking into an unknown space.
Yeah.
And that was my experience. But as those who know me, that is me. I try my best for people to also access good things in life.
Yeah.
I believe if I show you the way,
Mm-hmm.
it lessens my burden.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you will not be calling me for, 20 Ghana cedis to feed your
Mm-hmm.
kids. I've
Exactly.
shown you how to also fish.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be asking me for fish all the time. That was one of the questions. In fact, this whole thing started from Choco's page. I went
Yeah.
in the first time I saw him on the Facebook, and I was actually sharing the information to him. I said,
Yeah.
well, I have this information. I use this process, this program. So please show it to your people.
Mm.
Whoever is interested, these are the links. In fact, I actually put the links out there.
Oh, that. Okay.
But that was my first time of seeing that his video only popped up in Facebook.
Mm. Mm.
I'm like, who is this guy? I mean, then I listened to him a little bit, and
Mind blowing.
I didn't take my time to go to his page,
Yeah,
how to communicate with him,
with him.
a DM in the Facebook, and I said, look, I have this information, and I would love you to share with your people.
Yeah,
He didn't answer. Then
yeah.
I still have that message on my phone. He didn't answer. I went to one of his videos and I commented and I put some of the links there. So later he reached out to me and said, oh, I saw this message and can we connect? I said, okay, let's connect. Then, so the whole idea was I was coming to tell him to tell people. Or he had a platform and I wasn't on
Yeah.
Facebook, I wasn't doing YouTube, I wasn't doing anything. Then he said, no, I don't do that here. Come and also tell your story.
Oh, so he encouraged you to come
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. Yeah.
but I was learning from Sister Alma mentioned
Yeah. Yeah.
how to create content.
Yeah.
So Choco didn't let me finish my learning. Then boom, he put me
Oh.
on the water. I said, go and swim. So
Okay.
I showed the way. I'm putting a lot of information out there. If you are willing, you are a teacher and you feel that you qualify and you are willing to embark on this journey, no one is going to do it for you. And that is one thing I want to tell the listeners and the viewers. No one is going to do it for you. We will guide you. If you want a paid service, fine, you can come, pay some token, and let's have an interaction. I will do the guidance and all those things.
All of that,
To the best of my ability, I feel we've put a lot of information out there for people to be empowered.
Yeah.
Because the consultations, yes, they are there. If you want a certain consultation beyond that, you can reach out to me using my WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
And you send me a WhatsApp, we'll chat and we'll communicate. Then we set up an appointment beyond that side. If not, if it's about application, I don't do application for anybody.
Okay.
I don't do application for anyone.
Yeah.
Not application. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Because I sat down, my visa application, I did my family and myself. I sat down because I've never applied to the US Embassy. 2019, I sat down the whole 1 week. I was reading. I didn't even do the application. I was reading, gathering all my documents, making sure I cross all my T's. So the day I sat to even do my application, it was just like boom, 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 boom. And I just everything smoothly. I never had any problem. But a lot of us just want to jump in. Just as some people are watching us for the first time.
Yeah.
Just going to jump in. Please, can you do that? I mean, somebody came and said, look, whatever money you're going to charge. I said, I'm not going to charge you.
Yeah.
Because whatever I want to charge, you can't pay. If I want to charge you $50,000, you will not get it. Yes. So we have empowered you. We have shown the way. We have sent the links out. Sit down. Because, trust me, people are paying monies out there to fill for others to fill simple forms for them.
Yeah.
Some of the websites are so basic that it's just like you are filling a form for MTN or anything. It's just simple. So I don't see why you have to pay $10,000, $15,000.
I mean, those amounts are outrageous, right?
No, they are not. Trust me. I know a teacher who paid that money, $10,000.
Yeah.
For another teacher to do this simple uploading of documents. I was so enraged. I'm like, you are a graduate teacher. If you cannot read and write, then you don't have any business being here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was actually enraged about that. But that is where I'm like, okay, if you have that money to pay, why won't you give us to us to chop? Then we'll do it for you. But if you come in $10 or $30 or $50, they don't want to pay. They are complaining. Yet they are willing to go and pay $10,000, $15,000 to somebody who just give them a fake document or a fake. And you see, let me add this one. I mean, pardon me.
That's okay.
Last year, a teacher was refused. He was coming on this teacher's program. In
I
fact,
was refused.
yes, he's a math teacher, not just any teacher. He's just a math teacher,
Mm,
qualified.
mm,
Why was he refused? He went in for somebody to do the application for him.
mm, mhm,
The person charged him. Then the person said, you know what? Instead of you going alone, I will add my sister as your wife. Fair enough. The first time he met that particular supposedly wife
mm,
was when we were going to the AMA to file the marriage certificate.
yeah.
The second time they met again was in the embassy.
Mhm.
And this supposed wife cannot even speak English.
Oh.
That is not a problem.
Mm,
Now, at the embassy, they were questioning them. You know, the visa officers, they are also not dumb. Trust
yeah.
me, that
Mhm.
they are our own people working in those embassies.
Yeah.
So there are certain things they can easily check. So they were questioning everything. They don't even check. They didn't even go to the extent of checking the validity or whatever. I mean, you say you are married. Fair enough. We
Mhm.
understand. But in questioning them, in the interview questions, it came out that the wife doesn't even know anything about it. It's like there it came up that look, we are sorry, we cannot give you the visa. We came back to the agency. The agency said, what? Drop your wife. Wait. Let the wife wait. It's you we are interested in. You are our primary
Mhm.
applicant.
Yeah.
Go in. He also went in again, and some of the things that the agent or whoever did application put in there were not tallying with the questions he was answering.
Oh.
You see, so they'll put in things that you are not even aware of because you didn't do the application. You don't own the information.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
At the end of the day, they still question and said, please go back. We want to give you this visa. So he had 3 opportunities.
Okay.
They were so lenient with him. But at the end,
Mm,
the third one, they refused him. They said, we are sorry,
mm,
we're not. Because
mm.
so many things are not truthful in your
In
application.
your application.
You know, that is the reason why we always say that try and do things yourself.
And this is the reason why, for some reason, okay, people sometimes say they have a very tight schedule, and so
Yeah.
they are not able to, sit down and do it by themselves. But you should know that even if somebody is doing it for you, you need the passwords to all your logins. You need to also review the documents that you are going to finally submit so that you have idea about exactly what you are submitting. Okay, with this situation it's rather unfortunate, but like if he had even taken his time to go through whatever they are submitting, then he wouldn't have found himself in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so personally, I always say that with visa application, it's it can be it's simple, but it's also delicate.
Yeah.
Okay, and it all depends on you or whoever is doing it for you. Some people who will say that, oh, me, I can't, I don't have time. I will want you to do it for me. It's okay if I pay you, that is fine. But make sure, be very aware of everything that is going on. Don't leave it solely on the person. That is what I did for me. When I was coming to school, I somebody did my school application, but for the visa, he guided me.
Yeah.
Gina, you need this, bring this, bring this, bring that. I went to get the documents by myself. I put everything together by myself. I went to at the time I didn't apply online. I went to the embassy and I submitted it myself. Okay, so guys, you really need to take note of this. If you are doing stuff like this, you want to be sure that everything you are providing, like you are on a very good spot. Okay, you do not want to make any mistakes. Okay, so with that, you go, you put in your visa application. How long does it take to get a visa? Does it take a while, or like the usual visa processing time, or do they have a special? Do they escalate this for this reason, for the teaching reason?
Okay. So it's the normal visa application process, right?
Yeah.
So when you put it in, you know, when you go to the US embassy and if they will give you the visa, they will keep your
Mm,
passport
mm.
and they will tell you to go for it at the DHL office at what is the hotel's name?
All right. For US, it is given on the same day, right? Is that it?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah,
If,
yeah,
if you they will they will keep your passport. So the
yeah,
moment passport and they give you back your documents, they know that I mean it's done. And
yeah.
they'll tell you in 1 week go to the location you designated for collection. So
Mm-hmm.
collection process, you will tell them whether you want the DHL collection or you want it delivered to your home.
Mm.
I mean, there's a fee for us. So once you do everything, you charge everything. So I said I want to go for it at the DHL office, which is
Yeah.
right at the Alisa Hotel area in Accra.
Okay.
So that,
Alisa, which of the Alisas?
there's one right on the ring road.
Okay.
Yes, there's one on ring road. When you are going to set
Mm.
from Akwaje, you are going towards
Okay.
the left side.
Okay.
Good. So I don't know if they're still there because that is where
Mm.
the office used to
At the
be.
time.
Where go for it. And so maximum 1 week, it should be ready, unless there's a
Mm.
problem with your visa application process.
Okay.
If there is a document they are requesting, there was a situation where one gentleman was asked to provide a further document. In fact, the DS 2019, he used was a digital copy. But then the US Embassy was not issuing the digital copy. Now they are issuing the digital copies to people. So he sent the printed copy in the email because the agency, I mean, he was already in hurry and the agency sent him the copy in the email. But they wanted a physical copy because the visa officer must sign and stamp that physical copy.
Okay.
So that when you are entering the US at the airport, they will request for that. If you don't have it, you go back. Another situation, and then gentleman last year was returned back home at JFK.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
because the visa officer who approved the visa didn't sign the DS 2019 document.
Oh.
And when he got there, at the point of entry, he was refused. He was sent back home for it to be stamped. So he came later. He came very late for it to be stamped before he came in again. So some of these things you must,
You need to check.
I mean, watch it
Yeah.
out. So if the visa officer approves your visa and hasn't signed it, please tell them they should sign the
Yeah.
D19. So it's a normal process. And number two, if you are not getting an appointment date, recently some teachers have gotten their schools and all that, and they were worried about appointment date. And I said, look, don't worry. Getting the school is the most important thing. When it comes to the appointment date, the agencies will normally give you what we call the expedited letter.
Okay.
That will expedite the whole process.
Yeah.
So and you fill the form and you send it to the US Embassy. They will open up the portal for you where you have earlier dates. Yes. So that, I mean, people normally call it the emergency letter. That is what they do for you. So most of us teachers, we have the opportunity. So there is no problem with delays and all that. So yes, so that is about the visa process. It's not difficult. Yes.
Yeah, so they will expedite it for you. That is good. That's good. Okay, so now finally you got your visa, you started teaching in the US. How has it been?
And Jenna, it's not been easy from the start. As I tell
Okay.
all the time, it is not a walk in the park. It is not
Okay.
that simple. But I had something in my mind, and I was focused on something. That is why I am still here. Yes. When you walk in first, as I said from the beginning, we walk in on a blank slate.
Yeah.
The Edikanfo or those who went ahead of us, they didn't give us enough information. Will I say enough? I wouldn't say enough information, but they didn't expose us to the way I am doing it, and other teachers are now beginning to do it. So we had a blank slate to work with, and we were hit with all kind of bullets. If I say bullets, you understand? All kind of, I mean, the cultural shock, the things that you expect that you are not seeing, the things that you didn't expect that you are seeing. All these things were bombarding you in the classroom. I mean, it's a new environment, a new system. We are used to a certain way we teach. We are used to a certain way of practice. Here, it's a totally 360 degree turn.
When
So,
you start the teaching, do they put you through some training?
no.
Or they just leave you? Oh, really? So you
No.
just you go to the classroom for the first time and you start teaching?
Yes, you don't go through any training. I mean, you put on your CV that you are a professional teacher. You have been teaching for the past 10 years. You were boasting.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
However you pass the interviews, it shows them that you are a professional. All right. So
Yeah.
that's it. So at the end of the day, they expect you to bring that expertise to the classroom to bear.
Yeah.
So they will only tell you, this is your mentor, this is your assigned, I'm a mentor, somebody you can go to if you are in need of anything. But you are on your own. I mean, when I got to Florida, after the orientation with the agency for like 2 days, you are sent to your various accommodations that you chose. You have to take Uber, or if you have a car already, you go.
Mhm.
Now, you are supposed to report to the school on a certain time. Once you report, oh, they welcome you. Hello, Mr. Tim, blah, blah, blah. They do all the welcome and all the nice things. Then the next minute, they show you to your classroom.
Yeah.
In fact, they gave me some markers and they gave me some few things. And somebody walked me to my class. My name is on the door, Mr. Otin. But so I was happy. I said, how can a whole me? I'm now in America. You were happy, the euphoria around everything.
Mhm.
But then it dies down after 1 week. When the kids come and you are faced with the reality,
Yeah.
all the ice will melt. And after all the ice have melted, now the reality will face you, where you have to deal with the students all by yourself.
Wow.
Now, the things you said in your interview that you can do, we want to see you do it.
Guys, honestly, you know what? I feel like you need training. Like, I feel like the school is not going to give you training, but if any of you watching us right now, you go through this entire process, and before you get to the US, contact Mr. O. I'm telling you, you need to have a one-on-one training with him, because Charlie, Mr. O, I am personally saying this because when you come to, like, when I came, let me just speak for myself. When I came to Canada for the first time, I went to class, Mr. O. It wasn't easy. Even this one is somebody teaching me, or not me teaching them.
I know.
Because like transition into the studies or the school system here, I will tell you for a fact that it wasn't easy for me. It wasn't easy. Sometimes you think you watch enough movies, you understand what they say, but like they'll be talking, and by the end of their class, not to talk of these kids who are most of them, like these, like they are born here. You go there and you're teaching them, and we cannot. Hey, wow, that is a big challenge though. Like that is really challenging.
It is.
Wow.
Let me just read something to you. Somebody sent me a CV, right?
Yeah.
And part of it is that my approach is centered on creating a safe and engaging environment for children to explore, learn, and develop important social, emotional, and cognitive skills to make learning a fun experience for children. I use variety of creative teaching methods, hands-on, age-appropriate materials. I am confident that my experience coupled with my passion makes me a strong candidate for contributing to students' mission. Now, all this English.
All this English.
He has done more. My motivation for teaching in the United States stems from my belief that providing excellent instruction to kids from diverse backgrounds is essential. So you see, you've written all these beautiful things.
Yeah.
And the most annoying part is you put on your CV that I work well under pressure. Statement. We like it in our African context. We like putting that.
Oh, everywhere. Even when you're applying for jobs, it means it's inside my CV. It's inside my resume.
I work well under pressure.
Yeah.
And when the pressure you have been exposed to that pressure, then you are running away.
You need to be able to prove yourself.
Yes. After you read all this English, long CV, very nice one.
Yeah.
You provide hands-on cognitive skills, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now we want you to put that to work. Now the children are before you. Put theory to practice.
Yeah.
That is where the disconnect is. Because on my channel this past week, I've been telling teachers, look, let's start practicing the things we are talking about before you come. Let the euphoria about me coming to teach in the United States, the money, let it be on the minimum.
Yeah.
Let's face a reality. If you've been shouting on your students in a way to control your class, stop. Now start implementing scientific and professional means of controlling your class. If you've been knocking students' head, stop it. Start using professional means of addressing misconduct in your class. That way, when you get here, you are no more in a shock. Because now you don't have any of those tools to use, any of those African tools to use.
Yeah.
You must now use the professional, because you hear the kids, they will shout at you. You cannot shout back.
Oh, yes.
They will yell at you. You cannot. They will insult you. You cannot insult back. You know, there's so many things that is the opposite of how we practice back home. So my bit to them, look, if you want to have a one-on-one, that is fine. In fact, yesterday I was to have an onboarding process for 3 teachers who have already gotten their school, and I've segmented it into about 3 sessions. The mindset, the preparation, and the arrival. So we can walk through, and this is just behind the scenes training that I want to give them. I never had that. I want to see people succeed. I want to see if they succeed and I succeed, our name will be on the good books of some of these principals. They wouldn't want to let us go. They will be interested in bringing more Ghanaian teachers. That way, people will get an opportunity. But if we don't perform, you know, it's like that.
Yes. It will definitely affect anybody who wants to come in the future. Yeah. Yeah.
So I tell people, I am not doing this because I don't have anything to do. It is because I want the ladder not to be broken. That same ladder that we climb on, let us maintain it. Let us keep mending it and make sure that we put our best foot forward. Let the name of Ghanaian teachers be on the lips of these American principals. That way, opportunities will be created for a lot more people. And the way we want people to succeed, yes, if you succeed, after all, I keep saying, they will not take money from my salary to pay you. You do your job, they pay you. In fact, some of the new teachers who are coming, 3 teachers who have gotten their appointment letters already from the page, some are going to take $63,000 a year, $70,000 a year. When I was coming, I wasn't even taking that. Even coming, I'm not even taking $63,000 a year. So at the end of the day, it's an improvement on the processes that have already begun. In fact, teachers are walking in to some of the districts are offering them H-1B visa. H-1B visa is another type of a work visa in the US, which is like one step to the green card.
Okay.
You know, so if you are a teacher and you are coming in with the H-1B visa, that is better. That is even far better than some of us who came with the J-1. Because J-1 is a longer process, it's a longer path, you know. So it is just an improvement on the whole thing that has begun. That is what we are looking at. So I tell people, if you want, come, let's talk. If you don't want, I'm doing my best to put the little information I can out there. Other teachers have already begun. In fact, a teacher came last year. He has already started his YouTube channel, putting up informations and teaching. And I said, that is good. A lot more of them are hiding. They don't want to come out because they are overwhelmed by the whole thing, and the pressure on them is too much. So that is what I'll say about that.
So for now, would you advise that people come with a J-1 or the H-1B visa?
It depends on the school.
Do they have a special process for each of them, or is the same process?
No, the processes are different.
Different. So, okay.
If a school district wants to offer you H-1B, they will offer you H-1B.
H-1B, not V. Oh, okay.
Yeah, H-1B visa. Some school districts do offer that, but some will also want you to go to the agencies first before they will even offer you the H-1.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that. Some, if you are lucky and the school, you see, the process of recruitment is so overwhelming for the school districts. So they don't want to get involved in the direct recruitment process. That is why these agencies come in. They bridge the gap. Because look, I can tell you the principals are busy. The HRs in those districts, they are busy. So can you imagine them interviewing about 1,000 teachers all over the world for their school districts? They don't have that time because they are doing so many other things. Teachers are calling them, the district workers are calling them. So how would they also have time to interview you? So that is where the agencies come in. They do all the interviewing, all the documentation processes, filing the police report and everything. Oh, one document I left out, sorry, was the police report.
The police report, okay.
It is one thing they require a lot because you're coming to work with kids and they want to know that you don't have any bad record.
Criminal, yeah.
So that's something I forgot.
Wow.
Processes are the same basically. It depends on who district, what they want. Yeah.
They want.
Yes.
This is a like top-notch information that Mr. O has given to us today. I can see lots of comments. There's this long,
really,
Rexford. Let's see what he says. Kudos and your team. Are you compelled to upload every single document for your family? If so, for the later.
like maybe if you tap on it, I can see it on the screen. So that tap on
Oh,
it.
right. Yeah, this way. This way is good. Yeah. So that we can all, yeah. I think let's do it this way and let's answer questions and that will be it.
Are you compelled to upload every single document of your family? If so, I wish to come for them later. What about the money is not enough for the family documentation and you want to go? All right. So, Rexford, you are not required to upload every document for your family at the time of application. As I keep saying, the agency is interested in you, the applicant. They're not interested
in your family. Yeah.
It is you, the applicant, that is the one they want. So you focus on yourself. In fact, you can come here and then go and bring your family. They will give you every documentation you need to go and bring them. The right thing is for you to come and settle, get into the mood, make sure that you know your routines as a teacher, know what to do, what not to do. Then you can bring them. The family coming is a lot of emotional support and psychological support. That is why they're allowing them to come with you. But in reality, it is you alone that they wanted. So it is not a problem. If you don't have their documents, if they are not ready, in fact, I will not even advise you. I've told people that I don't want them to be uploading family documents now. When they ask them, they should say they will come later. Because most of the agencies are now using that to also refuse you. If you have children that are less than 5, they know there will be a problem for you as a teacher, so they are not going to allow you to come with those kids. And because of that, they can tell you, we are sorry, you don't qualify because of your kids. In fact, faces will tell you right in the face that because of your children's age, we cannot bring you.
And the 5 years.
Yes, and the 5 years.
Okay, so then I think the best way is to come by yourself until your kids are old enough.
Don't even add them. Just tell them that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you say, oh, Gina is my wife and you want to bring, they don't have any problem. They don't have any to go and check that Gina is really your wife or not. You are telling them. And the document you present to them is what they'll use to bring them. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, great. There's one more question. Let's see this. How will they confirm that you have 2 years teaching experience?
Oh, they know. Look, you completed university in 2010. Everybody knows. If you completed university in 2003, everybody knows you don't even have 1 year teaching experience yet.
Yeah.
So
what if after school you haven't had a chance to even, like maybe the government haven't posted you and so you haven't even worked?
No, you see, the main thing is this. After completion, at least you have 2 years after, at least 2 years. So that means 2 or more. All right. So if the government has not posted you, it means you've not been in the classroom. So number one, which school are you going to use? Because they will ask for your principal to provide documentation. They will ask you to take a letter. So we have one of the letters, let's say another 2 of the documents that they will need from you is job return letter, then also proof of employment.
Okay.
Something to prove that you have been
You
employed.
were okay.
At first, they were not so strict on it, but now
Okay.
they are taking pay slips to prove. So you have to go
Wow.
to prove that you have been working and you have a pay slip, you have that, and unless the private, so they have a document they will demand from you to check.
I think we have answered this question. If yes, I'll just take it off. Have we, Mr. O?
Which one
A
is that?
degree in basic education. Catherine, am I
Yes,
qualified?
basic
Yes, you're
basic
qualified.
they need, but catering, I'm not so sure. You see, it's not a strong area. It's not an area that is in high demand. So you may apply, you are qualified, all right, but you may not necessarily get a school that needs that particular teacher.
Mr. O, I want to ask this question for a friend who went to University of Education. She did home economics. She
Good,
did both foods and clothing. She
good.
can teach management in living, probably general knowledge in arts,
Yeah.
and the other courses. Can they apply? Are they qualified?
Yes, by the virtue of them having a degree, they qualify.
Okay.
But by virtue of the subject they are teaching,
Mm-hmm.
may be a problem
Right.
because the subject area is not in high demand.
Mm.
High demand in the sense that they are not looking for management teachers. They're not looking
Yeah.
for catering teachers.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
not, it's not something they really need because if they want, there's so many of them here that are
Yeah.
already doing those jobs.
Yeah.
And some areas too are much more reserved for indigens. So they may not necessarily be, because look, mathematics teachers in America are going to the industry. So there's so much gap, so much space for we the mathematics come and fill. Science teachers are leaving the classroom to industry. So they will need to replace those science teachers. Subject areas that that, I mean, elementary teachers, most of them are leaving because the kids don't respect, the kids don't do, so there's space. So that is like, unless the person is teaching at the elementary level with that particular certificate, then he or she, even though you qualify, your chances are very slim. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the questions.
Yeah.
I agree with this. Nana Bafo says, yeah, time schedule is never a tangible reason. It's laziness, yeah.
Nana?
Okay. It's never about, I like this one too. It's never about time. It's ignorance, fear, and unwillingness to learn. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. And I think this is the very first message we read.
Okay.
Okay. How long does it take to get your school interview results? I think you
Well,
mentioned that.
no, if you interview with the principals or the schools and they want to go ahead with you, within 24 hours, you have a response from them.
Within 24 hours.
Yeah, they'll tell you
Wow.
because they are doing a lot of interviews. Okay.
Right.
So if they do all the interviews and they think, oh, candidate A is what we want, here they don't hide us. They will reply you straight away. Oh, we are sorry, we cannot go ahead with you. Or congratulations, you've been given a job.
Okay. Okay, good.
So, I mean, maximum a week or two, unless the principal maybe they still want to do more interviews. I mean, you get a result in immediately. Yeah.
Somebody is asking, is accounting teachers needed?
That is why accounting is also another area that is not in high demand.
In
I mean,
high demand.
accounting,
Okay.
economics and stuff, but it's not in the high demand area. Yeah. ICT, yes, you are qualified. They need ICT teachers, but it's not a highly demanded area. You know what I mean? I mean, I have one ICT teacher from Jamaica. So far, he's the only person that I've seen as an ICT teacher on the program.
Okay.
Since then, I've not heard of anyone coming with the
Mm.
skills. Yeah. Yes, you can apply.
Okay.
Apply with the BEd in primary education. That's elementary education. They need them. Yes, they need elementary teachers a lot. Yeah.
Post diploma. I don't think post diploma you're no, we only mentioned bachelor's.
Yeah, post deep. It depends on how the person did the post deep. You know,
Okay.
some people did 3 years in training college and they did the post and they have a degree in whatever they did. So that qualifies them as well. Because I have a lot of teachers here, especially the elementary level, who went to training college and did a post deep. So they also qualify. Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends on the subject area.
Mm.
That's one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you asked the person. I don't know which number. The line is breaking. I don't know which number to call. So let me ask them and then I'll let you know.
The USA for a conference. We are not talking about this. I'm gonna take this away because we have already Chris Opoku, we have already answered this, so please watch the video again. Financial accounting. Yeah, it's all accounting. Oh yeah, so what are the subjects in high demand? He mentioned math, you are muted. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
All
okay.
areas, math, science, biology, physics, you can think about it, and elementary. Special education is also in very high demand. Special education, very high demand. So
Okay.
they need language teachers as well. French, English, they need all of them. Yes.
Oh, French.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I have a
Okay.
lot of,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, Baba, I'm just going to show this, but we have answered it. We are not going to go back again, just to
Yeah.
let you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Unnecessary.
completed at Ghanaian College of Education affiliated to.
Oh yeah, he's more than qualified. That's the same course
Okay.
I math with ICT. You are more than qualified.
Wow. Okay. That question brings me to the fact that I went to a private university that is affiliated to University of Education. I went to University College of Management Studies. So
Yes,
with that, do I qualify?
you qualify.
Hey, my Yukons people, where are you? Come on,
So
come.
so long as they
Hey,
practice, unless they are
they
not
have
teaching.
practiced. Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm,
Oh,
if if
whoa.
they are not teaching, fine. If you went to management and you did any course that is in high demand and you are practicing, you qualify. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay. Social studies, do I qualify? Yes,
Social,
social studies.
which level is it teaching? Is it elementary level or middle school or high school? If you are teaching social
Dr. Hima. Mm-hmm.
in high school or middle school, your chances are very slim. I mean, like 2% chance. But if you have social studies and you are teaching at the elementary level, your chances are very high. You know, the elementary, they
Oh,
don't really focus on the subjects
the
you are
subject,
teaching.
yeah.
So you teach
Yeah.
everything. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Samuel Pa, we have answered this one. So,
Yeah.
yes, I just wanted to let you know that I have
Yeah.
seen this message. Oh, I think we have finished with all these. I have a bachelor's integrated science. Integrated science. Yeah, science. Yeah, I think yeah. Mr. O,
Yeah.
science. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
integrated science. Yeah.
So long
Yeah.
as the subject you are teaching is on your certificate. You see, recently, one of the applicants reached out to me, and the agency told him he doesn't have enough content in the area he's teaching. So he's teaching science, but apparently, I don't know. There are some courses that people are doing these days, certain combinations that
Hmm.
you realize that the content area, the majority content area, is not really the science. So somebody
Hmm.
goes to school to do economics, but economics is like more of management. So the person will see himself as he did certain amount of economics, but it's not enough content. I mean, for you to be held as if you qualify for that. So if the science, you are teaching science and you have a science degree, perfect.
Let's respond to Obeyndako. He says he did his interview during the Xmas period. He hasn't still gotten results. That's why he's
okay. With
that
who? You did with who? You did the school or you did the interview with the agency?
Obeyndako, if you're here, could you please let us know?
Because if it's with the agency, the timing is perfect. If it's with the school, probably you didn't get through. That is why you've not heard from them.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess that is all. Business. What about business education? Okay. So Samuel, we have shared some of the agencies already. Start from the beginning of this video. We mentioned some. So please, and we showed you how to do it. Even myself, I logged into my computer, I typed and I searched and I got them. Okay. So please do that. Mr. O, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Today has been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your time so much. So guys, so we had about 70 people watching. If you're watching, please, this video is very important. You need to share so that other people will also get access. If we don't share, it will just stay on our page. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna see it. Okay, so please kindly do that for me, and I'll really appreciate anybody who shares this video. Thank you so much. Okay, so before we leave, do you have any other thing to say?
Oh, I just want to appreciate you and thank you so much for having me on your show. And it's an honor to be here. And I want to tell the viewers that this year you are supposed to, make the move. If you are applying to schools, if you are applying to teach, you are applying for skilled workers, worker visas, these things, nobody is going to do it for you. So don't be waiting for anyone to come and do it for you. We are putting out, Gina is doing her best. Nana Bafo, Peter, Choco is still pouring out videos every day. People are doing their best. Just ask Nancy is giving out informations. Look, you need to just learn, devote time and learn, and make sure that you are applying these things and doing them on time. Because some people that I've shared these videos with right from last year, February, trust me, they've not even done their transcript evaluation yet. I don't know what they are waiting for. And they're asking me if the process is over. No, it is not over, but it is whoever goes in first. You are the one that you'll be attended to first. It's first come, first served. So it is not like you are waiting as your time. No, the agencies are not waiting for your time. You have to wait on them. You have to put in your best. So that is all I will say. And I'll say that, hey, don't be discouraged if you don't make it this year. Next year is there. The following year is there. You keep trying until you break through.
Thank you, Mr. O. Let's answer this very important question about his contact details. Please, he has his email, WhatsApp number on his platform. So the first thing you need to go to Facebook, MrO.com. Okay, kindly follow his page, reach out to him on WhatsApp, on email. Yeah, you can do whichever way you want. So if I'm correct, unless you want to add any other thing.
No, you are correct. My those are on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel as well. So MrO.com, you see it everywhere. I'm just on these two platforms for now. My TikTok, I'm not so good with TikTok. So I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube.
I'm gonna do Prince a tour here this last favor. We were going, but please, this last question.
Okay. Geography with the cons, social science, and minor respectively. I've been teaching basic school for years. Okay, if you've been teaching basic school, one thing I can say about that, per the experiences I've had with people and the agencies, is that they may want you to have at least something in basic education. That is what puts the basic education certificate holders ahead of we guys. Yes, you hold an education, but I will say apply. Look,
Okay.
I don't like telling people don't apply.
Yeah.
You
Just
apply,
try.
and
Yeah,
because you're elementary level, it puts you in a good battle. I mean, you will get an elementary level, job easily.
Mm.
I mean, because that one doesn't really count. Your qualification doesn't count. Once you can prove that you've been teaching for that number of years, you are good to go. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. That's it. No more questions. No more questions. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Again, I am Gina Amy, and this is my page. We bring you educational content, sometimes entertainment and whatnot. So please, if today is your very first time watching me, do follow my page. Okay. I just need your support. That's all I need. And just like the video. Even if you don't comment, it's okay. Just click on the like button. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care and have a really prosperous new year. I am very excited that this new year I have been able to bring Mr. O on my show. Okay, so guys, bye bye. We love you. Bye bye.